Hello, welcome back. Welcome to Cara After Dark. On this episode, we're going to talk about relationship. Yes, it's a late night talk, so it's only fair if I talk about relationships. So let's get straight into it. What I want you to do is go get yourself a cup of tea, put your feet up, and listen because we're going to go in, we're going to go deep. We're going to talk about relationships, okay? Recently, I was watching Married at First Sight UK 2025. If you've seen my previous videos, I like to give what I think or my opinion or my reviews about what was done or how the episodes pan out. So now let us get straight to talking about a couple or two. So I'm just going to use this as an advice for couples out there, okay? Because I am married, so I can talk about it, okay? So let us just say, right. I'm going to talk about Divarni and Julia Ruth. Yes, did I get their names right? Oh my gosh, like that's the only black couple that I've seen in this episode so far. So basically, Julia, when it was the reunion where the dinner where they all meet and everybody comes, if they're still together, they turn up at the dinner or they're not, or they're working through their issues, they come as single or come together. So she comes with her respected other. Bear in mind, when they first met at the altar, oh my gosh, she was all excited. He was elated. He said he felt an attraction. Of course, she's good looking. He's good looking. They make a perfect couple, face value wise, and they hit it off real good. They even kiss. I think that no, they are the only couple who actually got a proper snog at the altar. And then when it came to the honeymoon, that was when the novelty of it all faded. She was like, oh, he's too negative. He's like, yes, they've both been through a lot of, ish, but that doesn't mean you should use it to react and always bring it down. She likes someone that their vibe is positive and he's just trying to be the downer. Right. Bear in mind, everybody, they're from different backgrounds and everything. So you don't particularly have to gel the first few nights or whatever. So, and then when they got to the dinner, he was like, yeah, I think because as a man, you want to be like, you don't want to shed bad light on your relationship. You're like, yeah, everything's good. Yeah, because people always like to ask questions. They like to not mind the business. And they're like, oh, how is your relationship? And he just played it cool. Maybe they said, oh, he should have been more open or more truthful. But when they asked her, she was quick to say, oh, it wasn't all this, it was that. He's negative, blah, blah, blah. And obviously, people need information. What I'm going to bring out is people need information, is whatever you tell them that they're going to feed off on. So, as married couples, do not go chatting to people thinking they're going to solve your issues. They are not going to solve your issues, let me tell you. They are not. It's the information you give them that they're going to use against you. Right. So Rebecca was asked a question when they were doing picking questions around each couple had to pick questions and answer the questions from their perspective other. But Rebecca, she got the question of who do you think is the worst couple or so definitely she was going to mention Julia, Ruth and Divarni. Like you fed her all the information. So she's going to talk about it. She's going to mention you to say you are the worst couple because you've opened up to them. They're not your therapist. You don't have to. You can speak to the producers or speak to the experts. You don't have to let people in to know your business. They didn't solve it for you. They outed you. She had to choose you. That's what she was told to do. Choose the worst couple or the least couple that are working it out. And she chose you. And that's what's going to happen because you gave her the information and she ran with it. So that's what I just want to say in this segment. People feed off the information you give them. Private matters, let it stay private, right? Probably because I can relate as a man, especially as an African man, you don't like to let people know if you feel your relationship isn't working. You still have a put on a brave face. They call it ego to say, oh, yeah, we're good and everything. Probably that's what he done. And you're like, oh, they came back to tell you that he said, oh, your relationship is all fine and everything, and you're not happy about what happened. So that's what I just wanted to talk about. And then you go and cry to say, oh, of course they chose you, the bottom of the barrel. Information is key. You gave them the information and she ran with it. So, yes. Right. So that's on that. So, also, there's some things I just see in the internet. I just be like, gosh, I just be like, what is this? Not again. I'll just be like, really? So I just want to talk about Beyonce and Mariah Carey. I'm going to put it on the screen. I'm not sure if this is what was said, but I read breaking news. Beyonce has finally shared her unfiltered thoughts about Mariah Carey. Taking to Twitter, Beyonce wrote, Mariah Carey is celebrated for her voice, but let's be real, hitting high notes doesn't equal being the hardest worker in music. I built a legacy on discipline, performance, and consistency. While she relied on holiday hits and diva behavior, I carried stages for decades. No excuses, no breakdowns. The world calls her a legend. Of course, she is a legend. Hello. But legends don't vanish between Decembers. And I'm just saying, I don't think it's true, but this is what was on the internet. A crown requires more than vocal runs, it requires endurance. And then Mariah claps back. Dear Beyonce, endurance is cute, but darling, let me just say it in Mariah's voice. Darling, I am timeless. While you sweat on stage, I simply walk in and the chats follow. Oops. Don't confuse hard work with magic. You can practice forever, but you can't practice being Mariah Carey. Take notes, people. We cannot practice being Mariah Carey and she sings live, okay? And I was like, did this really happen or is it just Twitter? Is it just X making us believe this is true? Let me know in the comment section what you feel about that. And I just want to say a quick shout out to my husband, my other half, who celebrated his birthday this weekend. I love you. Thank you for being my honey, the father of our kids. And yes, I just wanted to put that in. So until next time, this is just a quick Cara After Dark. Love to you all. Please like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Bye.